I'm beginning to hate the sand. I'm still just stood here like a dick out in the fucking scrunch. Oh, you tricked me! You tricked me by being a fence. Part-time job up your asshole. There's money to be made in your bum. Come on, let me in. For too long have you hidden your balls from me. I won't stand for this any longer. It looks like you're downstairs as well. Downstairs, upstairs, sipping on his fucking drinks. You can't hide from me now, I've got the fast legs. Ho-ho! Balls for me! Many would call Travis irredeemable, and for good reason. I do think, though, if he went tearing up the street screaming, balls for me, all would be forgiven as far as I'm concerned. That's the slate clean wiped in my book, because as far as I'm concerned, that constitutes community service. Mileage may vary, but I'm the one who eats all the miles anyway, so maybe you should thank me for that. You cheeky bastard. I knew there'd be one right round the roundabout. I have, already established that the other abilities are of no real use to me. So quite why I'm going out of my way to get these now, I couldn't tell you. But I don't want to not... if I get the impulse to do a thing, I have to chase the impulse to do that thing, because otherwise I've, dead-ended myself. The worst thing you can do from a content standpoint is just crunch yourself to a standstill. Because, if we're putting on new shirts, let's see the one we found. The eyes. The eyes are replaced with just a black shirt, it looks like. Some manner of black tank top. Yeah, utterly unremarkable. What are you?
Sweet.
A white one of the same. Alright. This is Travis's normal shirts era, evidently. I can't account for why I let that happen. I'm baffled. I'm as baffled as you are. Goal, sometimes you want a job, and then other times you don't, and then you realise, oh my fucking god. What I actually wanted was maybe just the money, or the sense of security, or to not be left to die by wider society. Oh, now this I take umbrage with. I don't know a lot about it, but I don't know a lot about any form of art. But I appreciate a good bit of graffiti. Unless it's slurs. Can we only do the slur ones, please? Get rid of. Proper graffiti is important to a city. Because otherwise, I hate to say this, but you're just sort of looking at bricks, aren't you? If we're all honest with ourselves, a brick is not what's here for you. Paint is. Paint will fix your shelves on time. Alright? Learn me the real name. What do you have? What do you have for it? Well, presumably equipment to clean graffiti. We will never change. Eternity goes round it. Yeah, none of that is... none of what you've just said is true, I'm afraid to say. But then we've cottoned on at this point. That is the nature of the grift. Alright, what we're cleaning then? Whose face am I electrocuting? Yours? Are you gonna give me like a oh, that's not even one of the graffitis! Oh, fast! Alright, make up for scrunched up. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. That's actual someone's... There's more graffiti under it. That one doesn't count. That's impervious. It's impervious to my bloody trunk. Oh, it's just the same one. It's just the same one over and over again. Making sure that your buildings are not exposed. I don't want anybody to see that there's a building here. I've hidden it behind this logo. This will trick the entire city into thinking it actually just lives inside a picture book. Which is of course ridiculous, but they won't realise that because I'm such a talented artist. Oh, there's garbage I haven't barbaged. Oh, I can't interact with the trash, not now. It's not time. It's time for cleaning. It's time for... Where are you? Where's the bloody graffiti? There we are. Sometimes you can't even find paint to make it leave, can you? I'll tell you, that's the biggest problem I have these days, is just finding paint. If you have some kind of priceless artifact that you need to keep away from me, lest I gain its untold arcane powers, just dip it in the paint. Just dip it in the paint, because clearly I'm not going to be able to do a fucking thing at that point. It was just right here. I literally bolted to the other end of the city, looking for it. Whoa, put your shoes back on. This is the last one on the map. There's a finite number of graffiti in the world. We don't have somebody running around spraying more buildings, creating what... That's a pathetic amount of money at this point in the game. That was not remotely worth doing. Alright, well, hopefully we'll make up for it with the ability to kill. You never know, do you? Sometimes murdering people is the whole point of menial labour. Sometimes it's just a step on the ladder to greatness where everybody has a sword and you're everybody. We've got... This is a lot of stuff. More batting. More crunch for your munch, I say. That's what I always proclaim. New objective. Locate Trunculoid. You're over on the beach, which makes me feel like we've had access to you since we did Mission 6. Or the 6th ranked assassin, is what I mean to say by that. What I always meant to say was I enjoy pomegranates, but I just don't think one should be president. I never changed my boring shirt. I beg your fucking pardon, that's what that looks like. I had forgotten about you. Oh, and I can't even do anything with it because it's wrestling time. I have this fucking thing and I'm only allowed to do wrestling moves? Fucking hell, I sure can pick 'em, can't I? Take back the Friday mint! Come on, it's the only mint that's here on Friday. You're body blocking me with your fucking body. Otherwise it'd be something else blocking, wouldn't it? It'd be snorch blocking. If you were to block me using your snorch. Which would probably hurt you more than it'd hurt me, to be quite honest. Travis Touchdown loves to grab men on the beach tonight. Well, today. This is a weird night. We're in like reverse Gotham, where in Gotham it always looks like it's nighttime. I'm going, of course, off of the Batman the Animated Series from the 90s. The lovely red Gotham sky. I always appreciate. This is the opposite of that. The sky's blue. Dubba-dee-dubba-die, bear in mind. You always bear that in mind, Batman. This is what Batman has never understood. If you look at him and you say dubba-dee-dubba-die, he says, I'd rather not. But by making that choice, he is keeping Gotham in a state of perpetual night. By refusing to sacrifice himself at the pillars, Batman has plunged Gotham into an eternity of decay. And this man's gonna pay the price. Oh, shit me. You had a gun. You brought a gun to a wrestling match, and I don't know why you would do that, except perhaps to shoot. Who's like a current wrestler? I've not even listened to people talk about wrestling recently. I don't know who's still in the game. I don't know who's picking the pennies off of the floor. Is that one of the jobs? Is that one of the jobs wrestlers have? It's like, right, the floor is fucked with coins. And you need to get rid of... Please let me on my bike. I have to insist. You know what I haven't done? Purchase clothing! Oh, careful. Careful, James and the giant idiot. I nearly didn't get my shirts in time. Oh, look at the top hat you could buy. What do you have for me? What do you have for you? Always the same? Always the same one of those? What's the new here? Yeah, that one we've seen. You... If you'd been here like 1 billion years ago, I'd have gone for. But it's too late now. Okay. Very well. That is absolutely fair enough. Nothing remarkable in terms of shirtage. Oh, I don't have bloody trousers. Which I'm tempted to do, honestly. Oh, it's just paint. That's not authentic. That's not an authentic Murder Boy experience. Although, actually, it's sort of... I'm gonna buy... Where's that? Where's this? I'm gonna get this to wear out, because just the normal shirt is bothering me. And then let's see what the bloody dead man's jeans look like with this. I don't hate it. It's a lot of money, though. I'm not gonna be that foolish. I'm not gonna be... For jeans? No. Never the jeans. Another garbage, you say? Yeah. Money for me. You look like, yep, more garbage. Somebody's leaving all the money trash lying around. This is where the wrestlers dump the coins once they're done. Once they're ready to clock out and go home. More work for me, please, Mr. Funny Muffins. You gotta give me something good. As many as you can within the time limit, that's fair. It'll be an option for me to have a big sword fight and see what that looks like when I have a big sword fight, won't it? I think that'll go really well. It'll be a good opportunity to see what this funny sword can do with its... It's really more of a laser club at that point, like a big... One of those big Oni clubs. For bonking everyone at once. Now, in electronic form. Well, I'm here. You have arrived at your destination. That's what I would... Yeah. You know, one day, when Frumpy Partissimo is a little bit older and asks me, "Oh, hello, you over there, explain to me why you killed every bicycle in the world," I'm gonna have to tell him that it was your fault. I've forgotten what I was angry about, but, you know, the point stands. Frumpy Partissimo's not, or whatever I called him, is not gonna know what's going on because of you now either. Because I was too distracted by how terrible you are of a... train? Or a bike? Who was the subject of my ire? Who was the Irish fiend? Who donned the costume this week? That must be where I was. So here's where I'm going. Come on then. Oh yes, we've gotten out of the habit of having a bloody pointless kick in the middle of the combo. Now we're going pure slash moments. That we're going. We're having a headache. We're having a headache. Is it me or does that charge faster even? It's just an intrinsic I'm going loopy. Oh, I'm going loopy baseball. Look at that. Look at that. Final round, I say. I look directly at you and I say, final round. And it comes true. It was the final round, as if by magic. Bounce. Get bounced. Nope. It's time to stop. It's time to stop on a train today. What did you do? It's not a bad amount of money. It's not a bad amount of money for how little resistance I truly encountered. There's treasure somewhere here in the grass. Oh. I sensed it for a second. Here. Why did I do that? It's not worth it. This is almost commentary in and of itself. I know it's not worth it to engage with any of these systems, and yet I'm doing so anyway. Purely because it's there and because it's the only thing to do, really. Oh god. Oh god, so I got profoundly depressed by that for a moment there. That was a little too poignant for my liking. Just had a terrifying realization about how the world worked all over again. Nature versus the patient one. Round 3. I said versus, unfortunately. You may feel free to condemn me to death for this. Fortunately, it won't work. There's only one person who's allowed to condemn me to death in the whole universe, and I know for a fact that she doesn't watch this. Don't stab the grass. That's not meaningful as an action. Not when there's baseball to be done. Baseball! No, not be a car. Be a baseball to stop yourself from crying. You're less sad in baseball form. That's the marketing slogan for baseball form that I'm working on. You're less sad. You're not gonna be happy. This isn't gonna be enough to fix all the problems in your life. But it may soften the blow. You know, I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. That's the other product I'm marketing. The arse mister. Not Mr. Arse. That's a different product. I need to stop making arse-based products before I've even sold the first one, I'll tell you what. Baseball! That could be an issue. Baseball! There we are. Oh, here we're not. That's not a lot of baseball to be done. Baseball! These are not maximum baseball points, I don't feel. Alright. Now we begin the process of determining what's gonna be the best thing to grind money with. Oh! For not being particularly baseball of me, that was pretty coins of me, after all. I did end up having a few. I ended up laughing at the Jubilee, didn't I? I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna be, like, grinding assassination missions at this point, so why don't we reconvene next episode? Jordan! I should leap down that hill one of these days. Me when I'm Jack and or Jill. Preceding a horrible accident that will go down in infamy. Ow! Like that one. Anyway, yeah. You know my thought process, you know what I'm about to do. Goodbye.